Hi everybody, well I'm recording this video on the 8th of November 2022, which means we've only got a few short days until Warzone 2.0 comes out on the 16th and 17th of November. And if you go to the link in the description below the video, you can put in your Activision ID, and what you're seeing here for me, you can have for you. So it gives you kind of some of your highlights from playing Warzone Legacy, that they call it. So first kind of thing is, if they're calling Warzone 1 Warzone Legacy, that kind of indicates that it's going to carry on, doesn't it? They're not going to completely shut it off. Otherwise, why give a different name? The other thing that I may have missed, but that you don't get in your Warzone combat summary, is how many wins you've got. Now, going and looking at my details on, I think, CallOfDuty.com, I think I've got 20 Warzone kills. Warzone wins. So, that was alright. Now, I thought this would be a good opportunity to kind of say goodbye to Warzone and think about some of the amazing things that happened during Warzone. I'm looking forward to Warzone 2.0 and my, to be quite frank, worries about Warzone 2 as well. I thought about doing this video over the top of some Caldera gameplay, but I jumped back into it the other night and I can't stand playing Caldera. So the first thing I say is, if you want to prepare for Warzone 2 and you've got Modern Warfare 2, I think you're probably better off playing Ground War, and equipping a class where you've got like a close range sub or AR and a long range AR or DMR or a sniper rifle, and getting used to the longer engagements distance in that, rather than going into Caldera. Because I think the one kind of overarching feeling from Warzone 1 was that huge disappointment that Caldera was when the Pacific map came out, because we had so much fun when Warzone first came out. I can remember dropping into Verdansk and running around and thinking, this is too good. How can you have a map as big as this that looks like a Call of Duty 6v6 map? Because things that we had to compare it to were things like PUBG, which, to be quite frank, especially at the time back in 2020, looked a bit pants. How can it look this good? How can it play this good? The gunplay was great, and it was an awful lot of fun. Had great times with teammates, and then we had various iterations of Verdansk as it changed. I had lots of different games I was playing, over that time as well. So not only did I have Call of Duty, but we had PUBG, we had Warzone, we had Daisy, all these other things. So I couldn't put in the sheer amount of time into Warzone or PUBG, to be honest, to stay good at that Battle Royale experience. And the problem with Battle Royales, unless you can stay sharp and good with the gunplay, it can get very frustrating, because you play for 20 minutes and then you die and you're like, oh damn, I haven't got anywhere. Whereas if you're playing 6v6 multiplayer in something like Call of Duty, you can die a lot, but you're back in the action straight away, having some fun. And the amazing team games I had with my various squad mates were fantastic, and those heart-beating, sweaty-palmed solo wins, which were just as exciting as anything from PUBG. So Warzone Verdansk, excellent. Warzone Caldera, they just ruined it with that map. It never played very well on the PlayStation 4. Even on my Xbox Series S, it doesn't play very well. And I think there was too many trees. And yeah, just a poorly designed, rushed out map. So what am I looking forward to with Warzone 2? Well, what we've seen so far is that it looks like Verdansk, so you've got it's more squared off buildings, there's a lot less tree cover, so that's good. What I'm really worried about, though, is cheating and crossplay on PC. I'm just paranoid about the level of cheaters, because there's a few YouTube channels you can watch on the subject, and the impression you get when you watch them is that cheating is endemic on PC, and that the anti-cheats that Activision have put into place can be circumvented as long as you're willing to pay the money. And the problem when you've got PC players with console players is that even if a little bit of doubt creeps in that gunfight that I died to after playing Warzone for 20 minutes, if I have a little bit of doubt that person may have been cheating, it puts you completely off playing. Where, to be honest, in 6v6, I'm not that bothered about the odd gunfight me losing. because you can get back into the action straight away. And I'm just worried that there's going to be so many people out there on PC with wall hacks, with aim bots, and all these various things, and they're all going to be in the final circles as well. So you've got to play for so long to actually meet these people, that it's going to spoil that experience. And I really hope that the different cheat measures, well, anti-hacking and anti-cheat measures that Activision have put in place, will make it a fair place for console players. Now you'll see lots of people on keyboard and mouse on PC going, "Oh, console players have got too much aim assist." Forget about that. We might have aim assist, but keyboard and mouse is more accurate at range, that sort of stuff. But what we can't have is cheaters in Warzone, because of that sheer amount of time it takes to play each match. That, as I said, as soon as that doubt comes in that it's not fair, it's not worth playing this, because the chances are when I get into the final 10, I'm going to be up against a couple of PC players who've got wall hacks on. Will make it very, very disappointing indeed. I mean, other than that as well, lots of the changes they've made in Modern Warfare 2 are really good. The sound engine is so much better. Things like the heartbeat sensor have been severely nerfed. The movement and gunplay in Modern Warfare 2, which will be the engine for Warzone 2, is fantastic, and I'm super enjoying the multiplayer. So let's just, fingers crossed, let's really hope that we can dive in on the 16th and 17th of November in fair lobbies where we may have cross-play. I don't know why they can't just turn it off, and if I get the opportunity to turn it off, I will be turning it off and just playing against Xbox players, or even I would like to play against Xbox and PlayStation, fine, just don't put me in lobbies with PC players. That it's going to be fair, and we're going to have some nice experiences, and it's going to be a launch that is as good as the Warzone launch, and just gives us that wow factor that Warzone did for so long, and so that Warzone can rightly take its place on the top tiers of Battle Royale, where you've got PUBG, you've got Warzone, they should be the top. Warzone is the arcadey Battle Royale, and then you've got PUBG, which is the more serious Battle Royale, and then of course the game that never was, that should have been, which was Battlefield 5's Firestorm. But that's another video. I won't talk about that one. So anyway, thank you to everybody who I've played with, Crazy Keith, Andy, Toady, everybody, and the lots of other players I've played with Warzone. We had a fantastic time. Let's hope that we can have a equally as amazing time in Warzone 2. Anyway, what do you think? Put your questions and comments down below, and of course I'll see you again soon.
You ready for a gunfight?